language, but I am so lit right now. So let's see where you guys are calling in from. Let's see. We've got Alabama, Florida, Virginia, Indiana, Missouri. Let's go. Palm Beach, Florida. You're in Palm Beach, Florida. We're going to be there in March. Like, you're already like, that's alignment for you. San Antonio, Texas, Louisiana, Cali, the Bay Area, of course. Hi, you guys. I'm sorry. I don't mean to go like. Thank you so much. Beham, the Magic City, Arizona, Louisiana, again, Los Angeles, and I am coming in from San Diego, California. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So let me collect myself, y'all, because this is major, okay? The information that you guys are getting ready to hear today will absolutely change your life if you take advantage of it, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and, hi, Javon. Hi, Curtis. Hi, you guys. So what's up? All right. So before we get started, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. Excuse me if I do stumble over my words a little bit, but I'm just a little excited. So my name is Chanel Ward. Okay. I have 2 children. I am a mother of 2. My son is 10 years old. My daughter is 3. Okay. Y'all see that art and stuff in the background? That's from my babies. Okay. And they are actually, hold on, let me share my screen real quick. All righty. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I can't let y'all see that. My crypto up. Hold on. Let me slow down. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with this presentation. But yeah, so I just want to welcome you and just tell you a little bit about myself. So about a year ago, I was invited to take advantage of an opportunity that absolutely changed my entire life. I was working up to 72 hours a week. I would work 3 days on, 1 day off, and then 3 days on again, 12-hour shifts. And I was already pretty much used to that because I've been in nursing and stuff like that. But what I found was while I was trying to go to nursing school and work as a nurse and have another job and have my kids and be a fashion designer on the side, my life was completely booked. It was very, very hard for me to sleep, very, very hard for me to actually spend time with my children. And it was very stressful. I made a lot of money, but I didn't have time to myself. My kids were always asking me, you know, if I was working today. I got tired of hearing that. Mommy, are you working today? Mommy, are you working today? You guys, I could cry. And as a mom, that is what is the most important to me. It's not about the money. And that's what I found. Okay. It's about having freedom to really experience things with your children and the people that matter with you most. Okay. And so I was invited to take advantage of this opportunity. And what made me make that decision was my kids. I really wanted more for them. I wanted more for myself. And something inside of me just told me that there's more to life than just working and coming home and sleeping the rest of the day away. You guys, when I say I was tired, like I would get off of work at 8 o'clock and my son had school at 8 a.m. Okay. You want to say exhausted. And during COVID, our kids were at home. So my son was at home and I would have to literally be falling asleep on his Zoom calls while he's in class. It was just, that was no way to live. Okay. And then I also have my mom who has been working for a very long time. And I really wanted to be able to give her the life that she always, wanted to have so that she could just experience life for herself and stop working, do what she wants to do. So that's what made me make that decision. And before I get too much into it, I do want to tell you guys, when I first started with this whole entire educational platform, you're going to see, because this actual presentation is is a little old. So when I got started, the digital currency market was growing towards $1 trillion. Okay. And if you guys have been on my Facebook, if you guys have been tapped in with Curt Kobane, with Javon, with any of our leaders, you will see that we just passed $3 trillion in the market for cryptocurrency. Okay. And that is within the last year. Okay. This is major. And now, honestly, like this whole entire experience has given me the opportunity to not only go back to medical school, and now I'm not in a rush to go through medical school. Now I'm going for neuroengineering, and because I'm really, really passionate about the mind and medicine, but also I'm able to go back to dance. You guys, I used to dance for 8 years and I never did it while I was working in school. So now I'm able to do those things. So hopefully you'll love what you see. If you guys have questions about crypto, we are going to get them answered today. But before we do, we're going to go ahead and get started with the information so that you guys can understand how all of this works and how it is actually designed to make it easy for you guys to take advantage of these opportunities. So welcome, okay? So I just want to go over our values, okay? This is the I Am Mastery Academy. We educate people to give them the access to the right information, allowing them to start thinking and doing things in a way that works best for them. We empower people. You're able to discover the power to control your life, giving you the confidence to go after the lifestyle that you want. And of course, we enrich people as well. A lot of this has been a lot of personal growth as well. It's not just about us learning about, how to make money. You really, really do grow as a person. You grow as an investor. I've become a better parent, a better mother, just a better daughter, a better sibling as well. So I'm forever, forever grateful. Retired in 365. I did retire in 365 days or less. And my mother is now retired. She retired in March. So big ups to my mommy for learning about crypto and taking advantage. Okay. So I just want to give you guys just a little bit of background so that we can start thinking about, what we're doing with our lives today. Oh my gosh, you guys are lighting up this Zoom call. So what are some of the challenges that you guys are facing today? Are you feeling a little stressed? Do you ever feel like you were meant for more? Because 85% of people don't feel happy or fulfilled at their jobs, and they dread waking up every single day. I'm so sorry. And when we're happy or not fulfilled, when we're not happy or fulfilled, it definitely affects our confidence, our self-worth, our happiness, our health, every single thing. You guys, let me tell y'all something. I have a lot of background stories, so y'all got to excuse me. I'll be a little all over the place. When I started working like that, and I'm big on health, okay? Because you got to remember, I'm studying medicine and stuff. I started drinking Monsters. That is so unhealthy. I was drinking Monsters to keep myself awake. And I started with just a little bit, and then I worked myself into a full can. And then it was 2 cans for a 12-hour shift. No, I was having, my heart was pounding all the time. We're not doing that no more. So thank you guys. Thank you, Curtis. Thank you, Retired in 365, for giving me the opportunity to definitely live a better life, okay? So how do you talk to yourself? Because we can become what we think we can become, okay? So if you are looking for generational wealth, if you're the type of person that is, just searching for freedom, that just really wants to get back into the things that they are passionate about, if you are a mom, I feel you, okay? Our babies need us. If you are a father, I feel you too. Our babies need us, okay? And if you're not, maybe you're an entrepreneur or whatever the case is, and you just, you're feeling a little stressed. So we just really want to reflect at this time and think about what really, really matters in life, okay? And how would you feel if you had total control over every aspect of your life? Alrighty, so here's the deal. So Robert Kiyosaki is a genius, and he basically broke down the ways that the global population creates income, okay? 60% of our population is currently working for somebody, 35% works for themselves. And as an entrepreneur, I can tell you that when you work for yourself, you don't have freedom of time, because if you're sick, if your kids need you or whatever the case is, it's going to affect your business. And so what we like to do is help you move over into this quadrant over here, which is the business owner and investor mindset quadrant. Okay. I always say, you always hear the average millionaire has about 7 streams of income. We over here with 7 streams of income or whatever the case is, but also assets. We're growing wealth. And so once you have that investor mindset, you're able to make educated decisions for your investments and for your future, for your family. Okay. And so 95% of the population makes only 5% of the entire market. The other 5% is making up 95% of the entire market. Okay. All right. And so one of the ways that we are able to move you into the investor mindset and give you that freedom is through the foreign exchange market. Okay. Now, this market is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week worldwide. And we say 5 days a week. The reason why is because it's just like your central banks, because your central banks are actually trading your money in the market and you're not even profiting off of it. So listen, We're giving you the opportunity to do exactly what the banks do. We're giving you the opportunity to move the way that they do. All right. And this is a market that you can exchange in without owning any physical money. But here we go. This is what y'all came here for. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. This presentation said that there is another market growing towards $1 trillion. Okay. A day. This is per day. And it's setting the future stage for how everyone will handle money. But like I said, it has passed $3 trillion, y'all. We are rocking and rolling with crypto. Okay. And it's becoming global forms of payment for everyday purchases everywhere. So I want to welcome you to the Digital Currency Academy. And before I get too deep into what this is, I want to invite somebody to come on, somebody who is an expert on digital currency, one of our top educators for digital currency in the Digital Currency Academy, okay? Mr. Curt Kobane, with thousands of students, can you please come on and just talk a little bit about the Digital Currency Academy for us, please?
Absolutely. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. So really quickly, family, welcome for everybody who's on the call this evening. It's an absolute pleasure to be here with you guys. Now, one of the things I want to really kind of just, stress really quickly before I jump into currencies is please know that when we're having these kind of calls and we're breaking this stuff down, this stuff doesn't really vibe with the employee mindset all the time. So I want to make sure that you guys have a very open mind to what this is, right? Some of you guys have Facebook and social media, obviously, right? Y'all been looking at these cryptocurrencies move around, the Doge coins, the SHIBs, right? All of that good stuff. Some of y'all got a portfolio full of, I ain't gonna call them what they are, but y'all got a portfolio with some real questionable cryptos right now. Some of you guys may not have a cryptocurrency portfolio. One of the things I want you guys to understand is cryptocurrencies are not going to go away. They're going to get bigger. They're going to get better. They're going to become more innovative, right? And just so you know, most people who are, working day-to-day jobs have always been late to the party when it comes to these financial wealth transfers. We just seen the government sign another stimulus bill for trillions of dollars that won't even come into our households, right? We just saw the US dollar take a nice turn for the worse, and most people don't know how to benefit from that. And we're seeing all these corporations, different industries, private investors, hedge funds, all getting involved with crypto. And yet they want us distracted every single day, right? This academy breaks down this information for you guys so you don't have to sit at home and do all this research. You don't have to sit at home and scour Google and YouTube and Facebook for the right kind of information to get the right projects, right? I can't do income claims here, of course, but we have students coming in that could barely spell crypto. And they're coming in and seeing results already, ladies and gentlemen. So one of the things I want to stress is just be open-minded to what this is, right? Because if not, I'm telling you right now, you're going to be doing the same thing you're doing right now 15 years from now saying, I missed the boat, right? When the internet first launched, how many of you guys knew how to monetize the internet? Exactly. What school was teaching you how to build an advertisement company on the internet? What school was teaching you how to brand yourself on the internet when it first launched? Nobody came to our communities and gave us a bag when the internet first launched. Now we have the reset of finance, right? We have a window to take full advantage of it. And I said this at the conference, some of you guys over there in Houston. You guys are the chosen ones for your family. You guys are the ones that are out here really hustling, getting the information and bringing the bag back for the family. Don't stop at what you're doing with your regular income. Let's take that next step and get digital, because most of you guys barely carry cash now anyway, right? We walking around with cards in our pockets, Cash App all the time. We don't carry this stuff. So now that you know that we're already moving towards a digital age, it's time to really boss up and get into this crypto space and take the information and use it at a different level. So what I want to do is I want to share my screen really quick. Before I do that, can you guys do me a favor and drop some 111s in the chat for Chanel? She was killing it at the beginning of the call. Definitely show some love to the fam. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen really quickly. I just want to share with you guys a couple of things real fast. So right here is a website called CoinGecko, right? We like to utilize this website because this gives us a way to go ahead and do research on certain projects. Now, this isn't the end all be all, of course not. I wanted to show this right here because this is the top performing coins for the last 24 hours, right? We can see the worst performing coins, the top performing coins, right? We have Live Peer, Loop Ring, Litecoin, Helium, right? For anybody that's been in the academy, you already got these in your portfolio because you've had these for weeks, if not months. right? We talked about this. We have a coin list that we break down. Some of you guys are probably like, oh, let me hurry up and take a picture of these bad boys so I can get them later on when we're done with the call. They've already made the move. They've already taken off, right? I can go to the chart right now and show you live peer. We got in at live peer at around $15, right? This thing jumped up today and hit around 100 and it's pulling back now. This is the importance of being plugged into an academy where you're going to have this kind of information given to you, right? Breaking this stuff down in a way where it's simplistic, straightforward, nothing difficult, but it's all about being coachable. Some of you guys and gals will come in and say, yeah, I ain't got time for that. I got work. I got the family. I got the bills. I understand life is going to be there. But this kind of information, you cannot roll your eyes on. You cannot sit back and say, I'll get back to it a year from now. It won't be like this a year from now, right? The conditions change almost instantaneously. We're seeing Bitcoin running up to potentially hit $100,000 a coin. And some people are saying, well, Curt, yeah, I get it. Bitcoin's awesome. It's great, but it's already at $60,000. I don't have a full $60,000 to get Bitcoin. You don't need 60K to get Bitcoin. You can come in and buy a fraction of a Bitcoin. But once again, that's only half the battle, right? When you get involved with the space, do you know how to keep your cryptocurrency safe? Do you know what wallets to store your cryptocurrency inside of? Do you know the difference between a public key and a private key? Right? These are the things nobody's talking to you about because they simply want you blindly running in with all that excitement and emotion. But now you're not taking the time to understand how the security side works, because as more money flows into the space, we're going to see the bad actors show up, the hackers, right? The people that want to come in and scam you out of your crypto. We're going to do all that work early, right, to come in and get involved. Or some of you guys may be like Ethereum. It's a little cheaper. It has more use case. You can build smart contracts on top of it. There's a lot of innovation happening on Ethereum. We talk about metaverses, all these things that are going on in the world. Facebook's looking to create a metaverse. Some of these things are already built on top of Ethereum's blockchain. But then once again, do you understand when it's time to purchase a project on Ethereum's network? Do you understand what gas fees are? Right? You can end up spending triple, double, quadruple just to get a project if you don't know how gas fees work, right? So I'm not trying to gas you up, but I want you to be knowledgeable about what this is. Some of y'all are like, bro, this dude already giving me the sauce, right? But this is just the tip of the iceberg, right? This is where this stuff really starts to begin, where you're starting to understand really this is much bigger than a couple meme coins or a few posts on social media, and people are giving you a heads up, guys. So understand we're very, very passionate about what we do here. We're very, very excited about this, but we want to make sure that everybody has the right expectations, the right approach, and the right thought processes to maintain it. Because getting it is one thing, but can you maintain it? If I dropped $1 million on your kitchen table right now, do you think you're a millionaire? Right? I know Ben already laughing like, yeah, I'm a millionaire, bro. Right? But are you a millionaire? Right? Do you know how to duplicate that million? Have you duplicated $1 million before? Right? Do you know how to pay taxes on that million? Do you know how to work around? Like, there's a lot of different variables that go into this, right? So it's more than just about having the money, right? We always say you're a millionaire or a billionaire before the money even shows up, because it's all up here, right? The attitude, the approach, the thought processes, the things you put into work, into implementation every single day, right? So we always say crypto is great, it's awesome, but I really want you, ladies and gentlemen, to understand. If you think all we talk about is money over here, you sadly mistaken. You sadly mistaken. This is about mindset. This is about approach. This is about poise. This is about being tactical when it comes to putting your money in the right places at the right time. Because like I said, our people perish from a lack of information. Now we have the information. It's time to go out and just do the work, right? As I put a post on my social media the other day, I said, God doesn't bless intentions. God blesses the work, right? So let's go out and do this work. Let's make sure we're putting everybody in the right position. But once again, everybody can't go. Some people right now are going to sit back and roll their eyes and say, I can get all this off of YouTube. You ain't talking about nothing I don't know about. I hear you. You probably believe that too. But I want you to understand this. You're not about to get this community. You're not about to get this echo chamber of wealth. You're not about to have this wealth conversation on a daily basis, because we rubbing elbows with 6-figure, 7-figure, 8-figure earners on a daily. I don't know about that. You may have a rich mommy and daddy way out in Coconut Grove, but if you like me, you had to get it out the mud. And I know a lot of folks that I hang around, they don't think like this. They don't move like this. They don't have the right kind of intentions when it comes to their money, right? I know girls still trying to have a hot girl summer. Baby girl, it's November, right? you got to know, family, we moving at a different pace right now. All right, guys. So I'm not going to get on my soapbox, but I definitely want you guys to understand this space is growing. at an exponential rate, right? Some of you guys put a couple dollars in on certain projects, and y'all double back and checked y'all Coinbase and was like, sheesh, right? Y'all forgot it was there and was like, hey, I might have to go shopping, right? Like y'all feel some kind of wave real quick, but understand this is just the beginning. This is still early. This is still like, listen, the second inning. We ain't even seen the full form of what this space is going to look like. Don't you think it's real convenient that Facebook just rebranded themselves to something called Meta, right? And hear me clearly, because I'm gonna learn you something real quick. I'm gonna learn you, right? Think about this, family. Facebook has had a monopoly on social media for years, and they just changed their entire business model to become a metaverse. If you don't know this, there are metaverses that already exist, right? So guess what happened? Facebook just lost their monopoly. If you don't like Facebook's metaverse, you can go somewhere else. This is why we see certain metaverse projects jumping in value on the blockchain. But if you don't know which ones to tune into, which ones to pay attention to, which ones where it's going to get all the attention and the use case and the partnerships, you can miss out on an entire bag. You have to be plugged into the conversation, family. This is bigger than having pride. This is bigger than acting like you got all the answers. This is bigger than coming into this space trying to say, I can do this on my own. If you don't know this, we've been cursed with the energy of, I got it on my own. I got it out the mud. I'm all I need. That's dead. We're not doing that. My grandma used to tell me, if you want to win fast, go by yourself. If you want to win and go far, go with a team. Right? And listen, y'all know fast money don't last. Right? So this is why we like to have these conversations, because I want to dispel something as well. If you on this call and you thinking the only reason y'all doing this because y'all want me to sign up and spend some money so y'all can make some money on my money. Listen, let me just go ahead and get this together for you. We don't need you to do this with us to make money. It's trillions over here. So just so you know, we not over here twisting nobody's arm to come in here with us. The only reason we're having this call is because we understand we operate from abundance, right? The currency of the universe is giving. So we know that we have to give in order for others to grow so we can continue to see that blessing. My mentor always tells me, whatever you're afraid to give, you're going to lose. Whatever you're afraid to give, you're going to lose. So we give over here. We give at an outrageous rate. We give at a rate that don't even seem natural because we understand it's always coming back. We always bless. We always operate from abundance over here, family. So we want to make sure that you guys can come in and win with us. We're going to keep getting this bag with or without you, but we love to get it with you. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So with that being said, I love to see you on the Go Live calls. I would love to see you in this space with us, making money and earning and learning. But it really requires you having the right mindset, the right intentions, and the right expectations. And just, all we ask is you just being coachable and teachable. At the end of the day, that's all it really boils down to. If you're coachable and teachable, we can go to whatever heights you want to go to, but it depends on you and what you want to do, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to pass it back over to Chanel. This was an amazing call. I definitely appreciate you guys having me on. We're going to do another one of these and have a deeper dive in crypto when we get some people that's on here that's about that sauce life. But we definitely going to have some fun tomorrow on Go Live as well, because we got some guests. We got Tyrone coming on tomorrow. So that's going to be fire for everybody who's already inside the academy. You already know when Tyrone show up, that brother energy go on 11 and the knob only go to 10. So it's about to be a whole nother thing going on tomorrow, family.
All right. Thank you so much, Curtis. Thank you. You guys drop some crown emojis in the chat for the king, Curtis Blockchain Kobane. Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by. And so, y'all, if y'all understand, listen, let me tell you something about I Am United. This man cannot walk down the street without people trying to take pictures with him if you don't know who he is, okay? He is literally served at such a high level. It's ridiculous, okay? But for him to be able to take time out of his day, to be able to stop by and just try to come and give us some information is super duper major. So thank you so much, Curtis. All right, I want to go ahead and get through this just in case y'all do have any questions so that you can ask him before he got a jet. So I'm going to try to run through this crypto style, Bitcoin style, which means we're moving real fast if you didn't catch that. So let's go ahead and get back to the bag real quick. And then another thing that I do want to talk to you guys about is the fact that, let me see if you guys can see my screen. When Bitcoin was at a couple hundred to a couple $1,000s, I had $50,000 cash to my name. and didn't know what to do with it. Do you know that if I would have had this information, access to this information, there's no telling where me and my kids would be by now. There's no telling where my family would be right now. Okay, so I really want you guys to really take advantage of this time that we're taking out to just give you guys some sauce. Okay, so you're gonna have access. Sorry, y'all. You're gonna have access to the our platform where you're gonna be able to learn simply, like you said. You're gonna hop on and be able to learn quickly from our academies. Of course, we have the Digital Currency Mastery Academy, which a lot of people are interested in. We have the FRX Academy, which is the Foreign Exchange Mastery Academy. But we also do have High Frequency, which is going to be giving you the opportunity to be able to get in and out of the market with the bag with only like 60 seconds, 3 minutes, and 5-minute market ideas, even 15-minute market ideas, or whatever the case is. It's a whole lot of fun there too. And then we also do have drop shipping, which I am also going to get involved in as well, y'all, because we get to the bag over here and it by any means necessary. If you got kids, you know why. Okay. That's just saying enough. I got 2 of them. So, all right. And so go live. This is what Curtis is talking about. We have go live here where you're able to hop on with people like Curt Kobane who can answer your questions, break things down for you, give you market ideas and opportunities, give you the training to get your crypto and stuff set up securely. Don't be a sheep, y'all. Do not, please listen to me right now. We are trying to help you. There are so many people that are storing their crypto in some unsecure ways. Before I got started with this, I was one of those people that thought I knew what I was doing, but now I have peace of mind knowing that my stuff is secure. So you definitely want to be able to do that. You're able to learn from the best live on your own time. So just like when I was getting off the plane, if you don't catch something like, if you miss a session or whatever, I was able to pick up my phone and log on and see what Curtis was talking about while I was in the air, because it's recorded. So that's super duper powerful. Okay. We have our Hello Center, which, y'all, we actually have software built into the academy that gives you market ideas and things like that. There are apps that are going to be on your phone, just like if you have YouTube, Instagram, or whatever. Imagine getting notifications letting you know that it's time to buy a coin. Like, come on, y'all. Come on, ladies. We like things simple. We like to keep it cute. So this is where your sauce is. You're able to choose from several products and academies to help your trading. Choose your weapon, again, because we have so many bomb products, y'all. Like, I done deleted so many games and things off of my phone. I don't got time for that because of this right here. I need this on my phone. I need an alert that says, good morning. You want to take this market idea or whatever the case is. So you can automate your trading. And we also have Gold Cup. We have so many different softwares. I'm not going to go into all of them, but yeah, so you're able to get easy to follow trade ideas for your market for the market sent to your phone. Stay connected and never miss an opportunity to make profit, y'all. I remember pulling over to the side of the road to take trade ideas, y'all. And I still do that to this day. I promised my mom I would stop doing that because, it's not safe. You got to drive safely, but okay. Now, the biggest question that we get is, how do we get started, y'all? So before we go into your Q&A about crypto and stuff like that, I just want to bring somebody on who is an awesome servant leader, you guys. I would not be a part of this organization if he did not take advantage of this opportunity and open his mouth to spread the word. So we always say forever grateful, but literally eternally grateful. There are generations that are coming after me that are going to be grateful that their great grandmother got contacted by Mr. Javon Jamal. Javon, can you please come on and come help these people understand how they can get started?
I got you. Go ahead. Once again, drop some fire emojis in the chat for Chanel doing an amazing job, and drop some more fire emojis in the chat for Mr. Curt Kobane doing an amazing job, really breaking down how this platform works and, how you can get started with everything we got going on, right? Definitely want to, give some gratitude to him because he's not only helped myself, but so many people inside of my family, right, including my mom, be able to come in and really have amazing results in their crypto portfolio and really start understanding what's happening inside of the world of digital currency. So I don't want to take too long. I want to give them some time to go ahead and answer questions. So I'm just going to go over how do you get started. All right. So let me actually go ahead and share my screen. And where we were right here, right? So you got 3 ways to get started, right? You can get started on our platinum package, the foreign exchange, the high frequency, or the digital currency academy, right? And that's going to be a $234.95. That's going to give you an opportunity to get access to one of the softwares. But the beautiful thing that's happening right now is everybody here on this call qualifies for a $50 discount, right? Because you showed up, because you got to hear from one of our Go Live educators, right? We got to make sure we get him on that top 5 leaderboard. But because you came to listen to this call, you actually have access to either the Forex, the digital currency, or the high frequency. But specifically today, we're talking about the digital currency space for $185. Right? So for instead of $234.90, which is the usual price that we just showed you, you're going to get started for a $50 discount of $184.95, rounded up to $185. That gives you access to educators like Curt Kobane, where you can come in, you can get access to his calls all throughout the week. We have videos that are pre-recorded for you. So like he talked about earlier, like Chanel talked about, maybe you have kids, maybe you're really busy, maybe you work multiple jobs. It doesn't matter what you do. You can set aside some time throughout your week so you can come back and you can watch the pre-recorded videos that are going to give you all the sauce. Now, don't take too long to watch these videos, because the longer it takes for you to watch these videos, I promise you're going to get salty when you see some of the coins that Curt talked about on the session. And you come back and you're like, why didn't I watch that video a week ago? Why didn't I watch that video a month ago and realize how much profit you could have been in? No income claims, just making sure you understand the space that we are in. And of course, there's that monthly subscription of $174.95, because if you paid attention to the coin that Curt showed when he was just talking, you'll understand that for $15, $20, $50, $100, the types of returns, the types of gains that you can see on your money, just by putting it in the right place, having access to the right information, is stuff like you've never seen before, right? We're not going to go into money talk today because we don't want to, talk about no income claims, but just know some people inside of the platform have turned 2, 3, 4 figures into 5, 6, and 7 figures. And you want to make sure that you have access to the right information. So you can be in a position to have some type of results for yourself, right? Can't promise you any money, can't promise you anything, because I don't know if when Curt drops that new coin list, I don't know if you're going to actually go and purchase those coins. I don't know if when the educators tell you to buy, when they tell you what their trade ideas are, if you're going to put yourself in a position to go ahead and capitalize off of that investment. But that's what it takes to go ahead and get started. Or you can say, I want access to everything it is that you guys just talked about, and you can unlock the full power of our academy on our elite package for $324.95. That gives you access to the DCX, that gives you access to high frequency, which is making able to make money in a matter of minutes, or the foreign exchange academy. You get access to all 3, plus every single software you see here: Swipe Coin, Swipe Trades, Vibrata, Gold Cup, Bounce Back, Pivots, Level, Steady, Hourglass, DeLorean, and Freedom, right? So you get access to all of those, because as a new person, you're not going to know which one fits your lifestyle. So that just gives you a little bit more flexibility as you are growing inside of this process, right? And then we got one more thing I think is so special, right? You can get started and you can share this. Likely somebody invited you to this call. You can share this with 2 friends or family members who also want to jump on a call like this, hear from educators, hear from people who are already seeing success inside of this platform. And the platform says they're going to give you access to everything we just talked about absolutely free. See, I was a scholarship athlete in college, right? Shout out to my school, Hampton University, right? My HBCU. And the amazing thing I love about that is when I went to school, right? I wasn't one of the people who actually got a full scholarship to go to school. I actually had a partial scholarship my freshman year. But because of the work, because of the value that I put in my first semester, my coach actually upped my scholarship from a half scholarship to a full scholarship. Now, I don't know about you. I don't know if you went to school. I don't know if you thought about it or if you had to pay, right? But the reality is it's a lot better to not have to pay than it is to have to pay for information, right? So this platform says if you provided value, we will give you this information absolutely free every single month, because other people see value. And if you know 2 people that see value in this, you probably know at least 3. Right? Because we're going to put you in a position to create a second stream of income where you can become an independent business owner, right? Now, this is completely optional, but this is what can unlock the right side of money for you, right? Share this with a 3rd person. The platform says we're going to pay you $150 every single month. And that's in addition to the promo we have going on right now for every 2 individuals that get started. That's an extra $100 that can go towards the next coin that Kurt's going to drop. That can go towards your trade account. That can go towards some extra bills that you have coming in every single month that you don't know how you're going to pay it, right? And the reality is we do this every single day. I cannot tell you how many friends text me when the new song comes out, right? If it's an artist that they know I like, they're sending the message, hey, did you hear so-and-so's new album, right? When a new movie drops, all of the group chats are going crazy because this particular actor or actress is in a movie. When the new music video drops, everybody's asking, did you see it? If you guys are on social media, you know people are constantly sharing the funny reels. They're constantly sharing things that get them excited or things that make them laugh or cry or whatever it is. This says, look, share this with your friends, your family members, or people on your social network, right? That see value in everything it is we just talked about. If they decide to go ahead and get started and start learning for themselves, right? That's going to put you in a position to get paid each and every single Friday, because we get paid every single Friday. Actually, Chanel would not be here if I didn't share this on social media and bring in Miss Jasmina Hollins, right? And thankfully that I shared it with her. Jasmina actually shared it online, and that's how she got connected to Chanel. Chanel showed up to an event. She got connected to Mr. Curt Kobane, right? So I just want you to know that this entire thing, this entire ecosystem, this community is really a family, and we're here to help you win at every single level. Platinum 600, you can help 12 people, whether that's directly or indirectly. You're now in a position to bring in $600 residually every single month. And it only goes up from there, family. It's really up to how big you want to grow this thing. If you truly see value, if you truly want to turn this thing into a business, at Platinum 1000, that's 30 people that have been impacted, 30 lives that have changed. That's $1,000 every single month, right? I want you to really take a look at this. If you go back to last year, 2020, what would you have been able to do with an extra $12,000 inside of your bank account? Could you have bought more crypto? Could you have taken care of some bills? What could you have done with an extra $12,000 on top of whatever it is that you made last year? And this compensation plan goes as high as you want it to. We got individuals as young as 19 years old, make 18 and 19, making $5,000 per month. Shout out to Jaden inside of the family, right? $5,000 every single month, $1,250 in weekly residual income. I don't know what you were doing at the age of 19, right? But I wasn't making $5,000 per month, $60K per year. I know people that went to school with me that graduated that weren't making $60K after going to school for 4 or 5 years. So what I'm saying is this puts you in a position to be in the top 1% of income earners in the world, right? At Chairman 10, that's our first 6-figure rank. Shout out to all the chairmen inside of this organization, right? You're making now $10,000 each and every single month, $2,500 every single Friday. And that's before bonuses. But again, this compensation plan goes as high as you want. If you're somebody that's ambitious, you want to take this thing serious, you want to turn this thing into a business, you can take this thing all the way up to Chairman 750, of which we have at least 4 inside of the company right now, not including Chairman Elites, making close to $1 million plus every single month with bonuses, right? This income is something that can truly change your life, right? I don't know whether you need an extra 600, an extra 1,000, an extra $5,000, but the reality is everything that we have here, you're in a position to become a student, you're in a position to get it for free, and you're in a position to educate, empower, and enrich the next person that you're connected to, that you can change your life just like Jasmina, just like Chanel, just like Kurt's life's been changed, and so many other people inside of this platform. So I actually want to go ahead and get out of the way of greatness. I know Kurt said, yeah, little time for Q&A. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it back to you. Thank you again for taking the time out with us today. Everybody drop some fire emojis, drop some goat emojis in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and step out the way, Kurt. Do your thing, and I'll let you close out the call.
Oh, man, listen, I appreciate you, family, bro. Listen, you said Hampton. I was like, say now, let's go, bro. But listen, you can see in his background, family, he has David and Manise here right up there. Is that the book? That's the Believe Nation? Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Greatness follows greatness, man. I love it. I love it. So I see you should have listened. They pass it around. Let's go. Like when you have an opportunity like this, family, I just don't know where else you're gonna go and have people that are young and excited about entrepreneurship and taking it serious, right? Because I got friends that, oh yeah, we know we're gonna make a bag, yeah. When it's time to do the work, right? They do that Homer Simpson meme and they back into the bush. right? Like everybody talk about it, but nobody want to be a beast when it's time to do what beasts do. And I'm watching young people. Like he was saying, we got a young man in the company, Bryce Thompson. He's 25 years old. He's making $750,000 a month. Last time I checked, you got to be real good at defense to make that kind of money. I'm just saying, you got to be real good at defense to make that kind of money. That brother wake up sleeping when he's done. Right? Not when the alarm clock go off. When he's done sleeping, he wakes up. All right? Like, listen, family, I've never seen anything in the world that offers this kind of compensation for doing this kind of work. Right? Like literally an additional 30 people in your organization is an extra $1,000 in your household. Right? Like I'm not gonna go hard in the paint on the ranks, but I want you guys to know, like, when I saw it, it definitely was like, wait, 30 people. That's it? Like 30 people got to come in and make some money with me and I can get an extra band? Hey man, hold my beer. Like it was a whole nother feeling at that point. But I know people see these other ranks and they think, man, I don't know that many people to make $700,000, or I don't know how many people to make $500,000. It's not about you knowing that many people. It's about you just doing the work, because all it takes is for one person on your team to go crazy. And now you got this outrageous movement in one of your legs. Another person on your team to go crazy. You got this outrageous movement in your leg. Listen, I'll always ask them the same thing. Every chairman I say, how did you know when you were going to go chairman? They were like, I didn't know until it was done. I just kept doing the work. Right? It's like Kobe Bryant used to say when they would be telling him, you about to shut this team out. You guys are up like, 3-0. Like y'all about to shut them out. And he'd be looking into the reporter's face with no smile, like, job's not finished. Job's not finished. What am I celebrating? Job's not finished. So for some of you guys that are seeing the seriousness on Javon's face or Chanel's face or these leaders' faces, Charles's face, they looking at y'all like they're not smiling because they're like, job's not done. Job's not finished. Like, what am I celebrating? Job's not finished. Like, Chairman 750s in the cards. Chairman 500s in the cards, right? Been getting on these charts, getting this crypto portfolio to 6 and 7 figures. Job's not done, right? We're not content with just getting by. We're not content with just hitting that first level of success. I was talking to Chanel about this earlier. I was like, do you understand that you can actually kill an alligator with your bare hands? People are like, what do you mean you can kill an alligator with your bare hands? You can actually kill an alligator with your bare hands. People say, how do you do that? If you feed this alligator until it's completely satisfied and full, they become so lethargic that when you go to strangle them, they won't even fight you. They won't even try to fight you because they're so full, their hunger goes away. Alligators don't bite you for fun. They bite you for hunger, right? You can feed an alligator to the point where they get so full and satisfied that you can literally choke an alligator out and suffocate it. Some of y'all are so full that y'all gonna go ahead and let the whole blessing slide past because y'all satisfied. Some of y'all done got complacent and lazy because y'all didn't hit a rank and y'all like, oh, I'm good. Your portfolio looking lit. And you like, oh, I'm good. I don't need to build nothing. My portfolio's slapping. Job's not done. Job's not finished. What are we doing? Right? I tell my son all the time, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. And listen, this ain't the first time folks done fell asleep at the wheel and let a blessing pass them up. I'm telling you, family, don't be satisfied. Don't be satisfied. All right, those are some bars. But no, fam, like I know what it's like when you get your first touch of some money or the first touch of a 5-figure account, 6-figure account, and you feel like you've made it. I'll be the first person to tell you 6 figures is not a lot of money. You don't know that until you see $100K and you go for that first shopping trip with your mama. And then you realize I'm back to square. I gotta listen, job really ain't done at that point. But I need you to know, family, like we have to make that decision to just want more and not compromise. Want more and not be told you doing too much. Want more and not care if somebody tells you obsessed. Want more and know that everybody around you is not going to be comfortable with your level of commitment for the future because they don't have that same drive for their future. So they expect you to move like they move. Right? What did Trinity tell Neo when he was dodging them bullets? You move like them. Right? I need you to move like them chairmen. I need you to move like a David. I need you to move like a Bryce. I need you to move like a J.O. I need you to move like a Matt Rosa, a Jason Brown, right? I need you to move like them because when you do, you start seeing those results and the people around you are going to start to fade away and you're going to build this new family. You're going to build this new echo chamber of success. this echo chamber of accountability, right? Some of y'all get on these calls and y'all get off and y'all get lazy again. The chart rating on you, right? Your back office waiting on you. And what you do, you get on Uber Eats, you find something good on Netflix and you go to bed. Quick. And then the next morning, now you back in the alligator mode. You lazy and comfortable. I'm good. Curt done gave me my next coin. I'm gonna lay back and relax on this one. But what I want to do is I want to challenge everybody on this call to get uncomfortable for 90 days. Everybody on this call, get uncomfortable for 90 days and tell me how your life look after 90 days. Because some of y'all ain't never did it before. Some of y'all do it for 30 days, maybe a couple weeks, 14 days. Do it for 90 days. Like go out, go to Walmart, buy you a planner, right? Make you an alert on your watch or your phone, your Siri, whatever y'all iPhone users using, right? Get your alerts ready, right? And then from there, every day at 12 o'clock, write in your journal. What progress have you made? Who have you peaked today? What trades have you taken? What sessions have you watched? What did you learn in crypto today? What did you learn in crypto this evening? What did you learn in crypto last night? Like really hold yourself accountable to be immersed. Because some of y'all will sit up and play 2K and get that my player code. But if I ask you what happened on the academy 2 days in a row, you don't know. You have no idea. All right, I'm calling some of y'all out with that my player. I ain't gonna play, but I'm just saying, be serious about your success because everybody else got their bag. We on finite time, family. Crypto is hot. This market is hot. And like I said, listen, Forex is no longer taboo. Crypto is no longer taboo. When you bring it up in a conversation, folks ain't rolling their eyes. They're like, man, one of my friends was just talking about that. One of my coworkers was just talking about. Everybody knows what this stuff is now. And there's people who won't join the business until they hear it out of your mouth. I can walk up to them, be as excited as I want to be, intelligent as I want to be. They're not going to join me. They're going to join Charles. They're going to join Ben. They're going to join Alana. They're going to join Kenneth. They're going to join Chanel. Because they're like, man, I know him better. I want to join with Josh because I know, bro. I know how he moves. If he moving, money moving with him. Right? Build that level of integrity right now, family. I'm telling you, this is the one thing I've seen. If you treat it like a business, it'll pay you like a business. If you treat it like a hobby, it'll pay you like a hobby. And last time I checked, hobbies cost money. So now with crypto, I'm gonna open this up to any questions. If you guys got any questions inside the chat, feel free. I got like another 10 minutes to answer any questions you guys may have. But this is literally like the cheat code right now. Like y'all should call these calls the cheat code. Like this is where you come in and you guys get all the sauce. Y'all rubbing elbows with the 6 and 7 figure earners right now. It's time to just get serious about it. Like even when you become a chairman, you're a liquid millionaire, right? Most of these millionaires are touching around 10K a month off their yields from their investments. So as a chairman, you're basically a liquid millionaire. You just got to put the work in. All right. Chanel says I need help transferring my Ecomi. So the thing is right now with Ecomi, that project isn't adopted by a lot of major wallets at the moment. So it's only a few different exchanges like Bitforex and some of the other stuff that's going on with it on like Gate.io. Like those exchanges right now, they're not even like big major exchanges. So if you want to transfer, there aren't a lot of wallets that are adopting it at the moment. And Ecomi is not on a network where like Ethereum or Cardano or anything like that. So we're kind of like stuck leaving it on exchanges. This is why I tell people, don't go crazy putting the whole farm into these things because we can't put them in places right now where we have private keys. Now, I know the VV app is cool that we can use it on the VV app, but at the same time, it's still on your cell phone. All right. Like we got to be careful moving that kind of money around on cell phone. So I would say be patient with VV and Ecomi, like leave it on the exchanges that we have it on now. And then from there, we'll start to utilize it a lot better once it gets some more adoption.
Curtis, can you hear me real quick?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Okay, so what happened was.
Yeah, what had happened? Well, you know, some of the stories start like that.
I was trying to get the Ecomi and I had funded the account, the ones that you'd be telling us to go to. I have funded it with the Bitcoin instead of doing it through the Ethereum, because you know how you're supposed to swap it out. And so I'm trying to figure out how to swap it back so that I can get the Ecomi. And the money's just been sitting there this whole time.
Oh, yeah. That's nothing. We can do that. That's basically the way do you have it on Bitforex?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Yes, it's a little bit of a process doing it on there, but I'll walk you through that. That's nothing. We can talk about that later.
Okay. Well,
I got you. Yeah, because I've had that question a couple of times too, where people will go to that website and they try to figure it out. We actually have a video on it too, so I'm gonna have to just send you the link to that. Yeah,
Someone
somebody
said,
said,
what is staking? And someone said, where do I purchase all my crypto?
where I purchase all my crypto?
Yeah.
That's a good one. Okay, so well, we're gonna start with that one. Where do I purchase all my crypto? Where should we purchase all our crypto? There are different exchanges for everything, right? So Coinbase may have a certain list of projects, Binance or Kraken or Uniswap may have a certain amount of projects. You want to make sure that you understand what projects you want, and then from there we're gonna go to maybe a Coinbase, maybe a Crypto.com app. Maybe we're gonna go to Kraken to go grab something. So having accounts on different exchanges are fine, but it's not a one-stop shop. It's not as simple as having one area and we get them all from one place. There's over 10,000 cryptocurrencies in the world, and there's constantly new ones coming out every week. So I would say just diversify where you have your accounts made. Coinbase is cool. Kraken is cool. Crypto.com, the app is really cool. They got a lot of projects on that one as well. And from there, once you purchase certain projects, then you want to get to a point where you're actually moving them into a wallet where you have private keys, right? So we talk about seed phrases and private keys. Coming onto the classes, we walk you through what wallets are the best ones for you to actually utilize. So I strongly suggest going inside the favorite section, watching those priority videos I have for you. They're gonna answer a lot of those questions for you and get you together. So when you start seeing me drop a project or you see Mike Sotero drop a project, you'll know exactly where to get it and where to store it. Because getting it is one thing, keeping it safe is the real thing. We want to make sure no matter what happens, you own your crypto, right? Like that dominion over your crypto is everything. Because you're gonna hear this word over time. You're gonna keep hearing this word called custody. The banks are going to say, we're going to custody your crypto. That means you leave it with us and we'll take care of it for you. Meaning you never get your private keys. AKA, you really don't own your crypto. All right? Because if something happens to you and you got to send your lady or your mom or your daughter or your son to go get your cryptocurrency, that bank's going to say, you're not Kenneth and we're not giving you these coins. All right? That's the last thing you want to happen with your money. All right. So definitely, getting those private keys. So like I said, priority videos, I'll definitely help you with that. Next question is, what is staking? So staking is on the same level as, some of you guys may know what this is. You ever heard of like a stock that pays a dividend, right? Like holding a certain stock for a certain amount of time and you get a yield for it like every 3 months or every, 6 months or something like that. Essentially, that's what staking is. But in crypto terms, your yield comes almost like every other day. Like it's ridiculous in crypto, bro. Like I swear, when I found out what staking was, I'm like, let me get this straight. There are stocks that give you a yield of like 2%, 3%, 1%, mainly like around 2 to 1% on some of these stocks, which is normal. When you get into crypto, the yield from staking is crazy. Like Cardano can give you like 5% yield for the year. Something like Cosmos can give you like 9% on your money for the year. That stuff is unheard of. Like in traditional finance, them numbers make rich people like slobber. They're like, oh my God. Like they know what that does, right? There's a project called Polkadot that gives you a 12% yield on your money for the year. So hear me out on this one. Let's say you have, I don't know, $1 million, right? And you plug it into Polkadot. And a year later, right, you come back, your $1 million been plugged into Polkadot for a year. When you come back to check your account, you have $120,000 sitting there for doing nothing. Bruh, you tell me where you going to leave your money at and you come back to 12% just sitting there and you ain't did nothing for 365 days. That's unheard of. This is why we see so many banks scrambling, trying to hurry up and get into crypto right now. They know they can't compete no more. These hedge funds are terrified, right? This is why we see all of these entities like, we got to hurry up because they blowing the doors off us. And here's the kicker. They can't shut this stuff down because it's all code. This ain't like you can kick in the door to somebody's warehouse. Hey, shut it all down. We're here. We're the government. It's a code, bro. Like you gonna sue the ones and zeros? You gonna call this line of code in a court? Like this is why they can't stop Bitcoin. This is why they can't stop a lot of these networks, because it's all online. It's all digital coding, right? So we have a scenario right now where the world is late to the party, but we've been here, right? And as an early adopter, you get to come in here and grab these projects that are absolutely going crazy. Now, here's the fun part too. As you get more yield, let's say Polkadot, right? Same example, $1 million in Polkadot, you get it, you're getting, $120,000 off of that. But Polkadot, the price is still doing what? Going up. That coin didn't sit still for a year. So let's say we grab Polkadot at $4. Right now, Polkadot's at like $50, bro. Like, so you telling me that $4 you had, all them coins you bought for $4, you bought $1 million worth of Polkadot at $4, and it goes to $50, right? You're looking at ridiculous gains from the coin alone, not to mention the percentage gains you got from just staking it. Like, Linda, listen. Like you get to a point where this stuff is just almost no brainer, right? But once again, if I'm at the corner store at a gas station and I'm talking to broke Joe about how to get involved with this stuff, they looking at me cross-eyed. This language we speaking right now, it ain't gonna resonate with everybody. So I need y'all to know, when you tell somebody some of this stuff and they start looking at you like you got 3 eyes on your forehead, it ain't meant for everybody. Everybody can't go, right? And I'm not mad. I'm just saying, thank God for the employee mindset as well, because I need somebody flying the plane. I need somebody driving the bus. I need somebody making my sandwiches, right? Like I'm not tripping. I'm just saying, like, I don't need my pilot worried about a Bitcoin going up or down. I need him focused on the friendly skies, right? So we're the chosen ones. Just got to come in here and get this bag, because this ain't for everybody. You listen, y'all know what I'm talking about. You'll be talking to some of your family members and they looking at you like straight crazy. Like, what you mean 12% on my money? That ain't a lot of money. And you like, why are you telling me 12% ain't a lot of money when the bank is giving you Salt Bay for percentages every year? Right? It's a whole nother world, family. Let's see. I don't know if I missed out on any of the questions. Y'all going crazy.
We have one more question. If you got time for one more, I want to go ahead and let our chairman, Mr. Charles Kingdom Cash Dyson, he had a question.
Let's go, Charles. I remember Charles from the hallway, bro. He was the most humble chairman I met the whole weekend. Bro acting like he's just a regular dude in the company. Like, hey, man, I appreciate what you do, bro. Just keep at it. And I'm like, I know you. You a chair. He just walked off like it wasn't nothing. I'm like, bro, super humble.
Listen, man, I salute you, bro. I salute you, man. Yo, we love you over here, man. I'm pumping you. Listen, I gotta make sure you understand. I wasn't coachable. Javon told me about you a long time ago, but we on it now. We in the right spot. But we love you, bro. We appreciate you, and we honor you, man. And you see the chat blowing up. But real quick question. When I was going through the priority videos, I saw that a few of the things you recommended don't accept U.S. customers anymore. What do we do in that situation?
Yeah, so this is why I named like a bunch of them, because I know over time these laws are changing. They're getting more strict on the regulations and things like that. I'm actually going to be remaking them like this weekend, because I know we got a lot of new people coming in. Yeah, I'm redoing a lot of the favorites videos when it comes to priority first. Then I'm going to redo the fib videos, because y'all been asking me to redo these fib videos. Like, y'all been like, bro, we need better fib. We want more simplistic fib videos, because we got newer students that ain't never seen this stuff. So like some of y'all done watched the fib videos like 14 times in a row, like one video. And they're like, I got it on time number 13. I watched it on 14 so I could really know. But I'm going to redo them. So to get back to the question, though, like what I did was I gave you guys so many different options, so that way we can kind of go around it, so these videos could stay evergreen no matter what was going on. At least one of the few should work. But as of right now, it really is a scenario where, you know, some of these exchanges like Binance and things like that, we're not utilizing those anymore because of what's going on with a lot of stuff with the government, and they're regulating them too. So Kraken, still cool. Coinbase, still cool. Uniswap, of course, still cool. It's decentralized. I can't do nothing with that one. But I will be finding other ones. Crypto.com is also still cool. So those three, even just from, you know, Coinbase, Crypto.com, and Kraken, you'll pretty much be able to grab most of the projects that I'm talking about inside of our portfolio, and then other ones on Uniswap and things like that. So we're still good. I think most of the ones that are pretty much out of date, we found ways to circumvent. And then other wallets like the Coinbase wallet, we're not utilizing that anymore. So I definitely got to remake those videos, because Coinbase wallet is one of those ones where I've been seeing a lot of people have issues getting coins off of there and putting coins on there. So we're only really utilizing MetaMask at the moment, because MetaMask is one of those wallets, one of those decentralized wallets that connects through our browser. It's not the most secure thing in the world, of course, but it gives us so much access to the decentralized exchanges that we need to go ahead and grab certain projects early enough when the gas fees are acting right. But we always want to make sure that we got those opportunities. And I mean, this is the time to really get the training. This is the time to really come in and get this up, because as the market continues to grow and we start seeing more metaverses pop up and more NFT platforms popping up, you're going to want to know how to navigate this stuff, Because I'm telling you, like when it starts to speed up and everybody, their mom is trying to hurry up and work this stuff out, or your job is giving away NFTs as paychecks or something silly, right? Everybody gonna be like, how do I don't know how to, so should I? And listen, people are gonna be getting robbed blind because they're not gonna know how to utilize wallets. They're not gonna know how to really take advantage of what's going on. Like you're gonna hear banks saying, oh, we'll do it for you. And y'all gonna be rolling your eyes like, yeah, all right. I wish I would let y'all touch my crypto. But think about the average everyday person who doesn't know this stuff. That just like I had a guy walk up to me and say, I can't wait for banks to start holding crypto so I can start putting my crypto in my bank account. Because he just doesn't know. And I'm like, bro, you still trust in the bank? When was the last time the bank made you some money? When was the last time the bank had your back? When was the last time the bank helped out your neighborhood? They ain't supposed to do none of that. That's the problem right there. That's the problem right there. Because I'm like, listen, you don't know when you put your money in that bank, it's going to another bank in another neighborhood building up their communities because they get loans that we don't get access to. But I digress. I'm just saying, when we got opportunity with crypto, it's about really waking up and putting our money where it counts. Because like I know, they don't care about a lot of the protests and they don't care about a lot of the petitions. They care about where that money moving. That's the name of the game out here, guys. So when you have those private keys and you got the say so where your money moves and when it moves, that's when your voice starts to really get loud because we spend more money than everybody. So when we start putting our money where it counts, watch it, trust and believe these schools gonna start looking a lot better. These roads gonna start looking a lot better. Right? These wages at these jobs gonna start getting a lot higher because we understand how important we are when it comes to how we move with our money. And crypto's gonna give us that power back if we take it serious. And I will say this real quick before we go on. Education in crypto right now is our greatest fault and our best weapon all at the same time. Because not enough people are educated, but the ones that are educated are deadly. And I want to make sure that we continue to push the education over the gains. Because the gains are cool, but if you're not educated on how to maintain it and really move through the sways of the cryptocurrency market, the cycles of the cryptocurrency market, none of this stuff is going to be sustainable. Because we have bear markets, we got bull markets. If we know how to navigate them all, because what we're doing right now in IM, by 2025, and y'all can mark my words on this, by 2025, I plan on turning as many of you students into 6- and 7-figure earners through crypto. And I'm going to show you how it's done. I'm talking about in, out, switching lanes from leverage to non-leverage, DeFi, NFT. Like, you're going to see how to do this little dance of moving your funds around. And when you see it, you'll have that blueprint of how to share it with your family, sharing it with your loved ones, sharing it with your community. And from that part, it's going to just be each one teach one. And listen, if you ain't running for chairman at that point, I don't know what your problem is. I really don't. I feel like Ricky Bobby. The car drove really well. I don't know what to do with my hands. Like you got all the sauce. It's just time to go out and get the bag. Like you gonna sit at home and lock yourself in a closet and do this? You fooling, dude.
Hey, thank you. We appreciate it. And you got anything to say to anybody who might be struggling building or maybe struggling wanting to tell people about the business?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll say this, and I'll echo this too. When you have something that you like, right? Like some of you guys have a favorite restaurant. When you come home from your favorite restaurant, don't nobody got to pay you to talk about that restaurant. Nobody. Like somebody asks you, what's your favorite spot? Oh, you got to go down to so-and-so, man. They steak is amazing. They cook that boy up right there. It's beautiful. You got to try it. Get this sauce. Had him do it. Y'all go all in on it. Some of you guys on your team are trying to get your people to build, and so you can assess who your leaders are going to be, right? One of the problems is you're not creating enough of an experience for the people on your team to go out and talk about it. Because people talk about what they like. Organically, they're going to bring it up. This is one of the reasons why, and I'll ask you guys this question. On DCX, right? Y'all don't see me promote it very often on DCX. Like I don't get a lot of flyers inside the DCX chats or a lot of heads up inside of the company website. But the room we had on Thursday was the most crowded room the entire night, right? That's because the customer experience spoke for itself. Y'all decided that this was something y'all wanted to share with y'all teams and y'all leaders and y'all downlines and y'all uplines. Y'all went out and said, hey, that Kobane dude over here getting everybody paid. We need to be over there, right? The fire marshal locked the doors. Couldn't nobody else even get in. It was crazy. They put like 4 people in handcuffs. It was 200 people still in the hallway. Yeah, it was crazy that Thursday. People were sitting in the aisleways up against the walls. Like, I'm on stage, and here's the thing. I'm on stage thinking to myself, 4 years ago, I was living inside of my truck when I joined IM. I got shot in the face back in 2005. I can't even feel the right side of my face to this day. Bullet still lodged in my temple right now. And I'm on stage looking at all these people sitting in the aisleway, sitting up against the wall, sitting on the floor, all in front of the stage. And I'm thinking to myself, all y'all bet on yourself just like I did. All of y'all said, I'm sick and tired of being around people that ain't got nothing I want. And I know I'm about to go out here and get this bag, whether they like it or not. If I got to go across this finish line, kicking and screaming, I'm going to get this done. The least I could do is go hard in the paint for y'all. The least I can do is show y'all what it look like when we step out. Because y'all know when they give us a shot, we make it look sexy. So I'm telling you, family, I'm just the beginning of a wave that's about to come in here. I'm just the tip of the iceberg of a movement that's about to take place right now. So for some of y'all, start creating a customer experience inside of your team. Like I see you, Ben. I see you, Ben. That room was crazy, bro. But when you see that customer experience starting to really build inside your team, think about it. When you have those calls and everybody's crying, everybody's emotional. Some of y'all like, how do I create a customer experience? Think about it. Read certain books with your team. Like, have a book club night with your team. All y'all got the David and Benicia Believe Nation. Read Believe Nation chapter for chapter with your team. Do it. Have them take notes. What stood out for you in this chapter? Some people gonna have an emotional experience. They're like, man, I got to this part and it hit me. I was crying. I felt it. It was one of them things where I needed to go over that chapter a couple times. Like, you have to build that connection with your team. Because I'm telling you, when people have that bond, that connection, that vibe, they're not walking away from nothing like that. They already getting paid. Now they want to feel like they belong to something. This is why you see car clubs, motorcycle clubs, van clubs, truck clubs. People always want to belong to something. Now you guys have an opportunity to teach people how to get paid and do it from a standpoint of integrity. And not only that, that personal development, that's the key. Because when I grew up, nobody in my house personally developed. I never even heard them words in the same sentence in that order, right? I didn't even know what personal development was. I was like, is that like working out? You got to go to the gym, right? Like I thought I immediately was like, oh, you got to personal develop yourself. I'm like, I go to the gym already. I know what that is. They're like, no, you got to read books, bro. You got to get the right content. You got to feed your mind. And I'm like, oh, man, you want me to read? I can't do that, right? They always say you want to hire something from folks, put it where? In a book, right? We got to make that normalized. We got to read together sometimes. Some folks aren't strong readers. They don't want to tell you that. But there's only certain information that your brain's going to start to assimilate because you've read it. So sometimes y'all got to get together and just do those assignments as a team. I'm telling you, I've done it with my team and I've seen the results from it. When you read together, when you take the time to spend time and really pour into each other, it's a different bond after that. Why do you think Oprah has the effect she has with her audience? Because of Oprah's book club. Why do you think Amazon started off selling what? Books. Right? Like, this is not by mistake. When Warren Buffett and Steve Jobs and all those people was able to go take vacations, they would literally take vacations to just go and read. They would get away from their entire families, their businesses, and go and read for days because they knew how important it was to pour into their minds. There's a certain chemical in your mind that doesn't wake up until you read something. And you know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all read Think and Grow Rich one time and your life was never the same after that. Some of y'all read Rich Dad Poor Dad one time and your life was never the same after that. Some of y'all listened to Outwitting the Devil and never was the same after that. You listen, Outwitting the Devil was one of them ones. That boy got me. I ain't even gonna lie. That was definitely one of the ones that was like, that hit me in the chest. I felt like I got into a fight after I read that book. That one was, and the audio was more powerful because you hear the conversation, like those subtle tones that they having in that conversation is like, ooh, the devil's telling you how he gets you every time. And you're like, I'm falling for some of this stuff. Like it definitely wakes you up. I strongly suggest going on YouTube and listening to Outwitting the Devil. Like that one, whoo, you gotta be ready for that one. That's a real eye opener for you right there. But definitely, family, reading books together, I believe, can give you an amazing customer experience with your team, and it builds that bond. And then from there, I would just say, keep pouring into yourself, getting around these calls, get around the chairman. When you go to events, like really get around to David Emeniche, take a picture with a JL, ask the questions, like really rub shoulders and elbows with these people because that's what you're traveling for. Yeah, the convention is awesome. You're going to get value from just being in a room. But like when you in those hallways and you see an educator or you see somebody, take pictures, do the branding, right? Go out and do the work. Some of y'all may not be able to have an IG that looks like Jason Brown's or, you know, somebody like that, but like still rub shoulders. Listen, Jason Brown IG is lit, right? But definitely take pictures with these people and get those relationships built. I remember I took a picture with David Emeniche in 2017. He remembered me 2 years later. He was like, yeah, you the brother that had on them expensive shoes. I was like, bro, how you gonna remember you got all the people you meet from all this everywhere you travel? He was like, hey, I know nice shoes when I see him, bro. And it was a funny thing. And now I actually have David's number in my phone. Like I can call bro and just say, hey, how's your day going? Normally he don't answer because he's busy, but it's just the point, right? Like you can call up a multimillionaire. You can say, hey, I know this person. I can actually get information from them. I'm no different from any one of you guys. I just didn't want to quit when it got hard. I was willing to take that punch in the mouth, that kick in the stomach, and keep coming forward. My mom used to tell me something when I was younger. I'm the only boy out of all my, I was the oldest, and I'm the only boy. I got 6 sisters, and I'm the oldest. So y'all know these boys is retired right now. But when I was growing up, I used to get mad to my mom. I got to fight every day. Somebody mess with my sister. I got to do this. She's like, you're right. You're going to have to keep doing it too. And I used to tell her, what do I do when there's too many of them? And she said, you just pick one of them and you keep going at one. And I was like, what if they kicking me? What if they bite me? What if they punch me? What if they kicking me and scratching me? She said, your persistence will discourage your attacker. I'm going to say that one more time for the people in the back. Your persistence will discourage your attacker. Everybody got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. And the one thing I found out is people who like to kind of gang up, people who like to try to come at you, they don't like getting attacked back. So you got to have the attitude with life. When life throws something at you, be persistent on sticking with your goal. Your persistence will discourage whatever is attacking you. I'm telling you, every storm runs out of rain. Every storm runs out of rain. You just got to be persistent enough to keep going. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up from here, family. I'm like 15 minutes late. I'm already getting cussed out on my text messages. But I definitely appreciate you guys having me on the call. It was an absolute blessing and a pleasure. Listen, we got to do another one of these real soon. So we'll stay in touch, family. You guys stay blessed. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow on Go Live.
Most definitely. Hey, we appreciate you again. Go ahead, get to your call. Everybody else, get back to the person that invited you here. Tell them thank you. Get started so you can get access to all of Mr. Curt Kobane's information in the academy today. And like Curt was just talking about the book of the month call, feel free, each and every single one of you. Every Thursday, we do our book of the month call at 9:00 p.m. 50entrepreneurs.com. Get back to the person that invites you. They'll make sure you get access to that call. It will be this Thursday at 9:00. We're actually doing chapters 5 and 6 on Think and Grow Rich. Thank you, Chanel. Thank you, Curt. We out.